Hello. Welcome back. My name is Gracia.
Hey guys, Cindy here.
And we are
Scrap and Chat. Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yes, we're so excited. Today we are going to be talking about pets. Our lovely, furry or scaly or whatever you like. But yeah, we're going to be talking about them today, and we're excited because we have had so many.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that's always been it's always been part of just our lives. Yeah.
Jinx.
And since it's April, we're going with the pastel look, pastel vibe. Easter's coming up, so happy Easter to everybody that celebrates that. And yeah, we're just gonna go with that vibe. Also, our scrapbooks, and we'll do our best to try to kind of show during the episode how our page is going, because typically we just show it at the end. So, I forgot who mentioned that they wanted to see the progress. So we'll throw that out there and turn it.
I did not know about that.
I forgot to mention it to you.
Fair.
But yeah, yeah. Eventually, we'll have like a little camera like angle where you can see and watch us during the entire process. But
one day.
Yeah. So I don't know. What's your earliest memory?
Oh gosh, my earliest memory. I think it has to be Cookie.
Oh, Cookie.
Cookie. We had a yeah. So we had a dog, a little dachshund. Her name was Cookie. She was a hoe.
She was.
She was.
Oh my god, she was.
She was a fucking menace, bro.
She was always out on the street, just getting it, and
dog had like 6 litters.
A lot.
6 or 7 litters.
Yes.
At the time, I mean, this was early fucking 90s in a Mexican Hispanic household. They didn't believe in neutering and all that stuff. So,
nope.
But every single litter that she's ever had, we always found somebody to like have like a family for, which is really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she was always pregnant.
Yes, I don't recommend that. I'm scarred for life. But she was like the best fucking dog. Like, I don't know. I don't remember too much in terms of like taking care of her because I was so young. But having her around, like, we always had her around us. She was playing with us. This is really fucking sad, but I don't even remember where she slept. I don't know if she slept outside. I don't know if she slept inside. I don't remember.
Like, yeah, now that you're bringing that up, like, you're so right, because we were little. We were 5. No, because Wendy was already born. So we were probably like 8, 9. That's right, because I got chavo from her. Remember? So, but now that you're saying that, you're right. I don't remember where she slept. I think she did have a little house outside. Now that I'm trying to picture your backyard,
and you were older than me, so I don't remember. But that was like my first like memory of like having a pet. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we've always had like cats, dogs.
Yeah, and since Cookie was always pregnant all the time, when I turned 9, and we live with each other? We lived next to each other.
We lived next to each other.
So, one of the litters I got my weenie dog, his name was Chavo, and that was my birthday present when I turned 9.
Really? And that was for you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I had him for 18 years. Oh, shit. All of our dogs lived so long.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Cookie, I know. So when we moved from, like, the original house where we first had her, we were moving from one house to another house where my parents had bought a place. Mm-hmm. In the moment of, like, getting the keys and stuff like that, we lived with them for, like, 3 weeks-ish, maybe a month. Mm-hmm. While, like, the closures of the house and started to happen. Mm-hmm. But in that month, Cookie went to go look for the old house, and we never saw her ever again. Yeah. So I don't know. It sucks.
Yeah. And
that's the reality.
It is. Yeah, that's so crazy that she kind of just disappeared. And then there was also another litter that she had. It was I don't know if you remember. It was Flor, Coco, and the other one. Remember we took them?
Oh my God.
You guys. So we took those three puppies. We had already moved away to another house.
Holy shit! I forgot all about
Yeah,
that.
and we had it was like a duplex. So there was a house in the front and one in the back, and we lived in the back. And so we had those three puppies. They were ours, and we had their little house and everything, but they were outside all the time.
Yeah.
So the fence to the back, like where it divided the next house, we were playing out there one day, and this random ass dude, he like peeks over the fence. He's like, oh, so you guys got puppies? They're so cute, blah blah blah. Trying to make small talk over here, and we were like, yeah, we were kids. We didn't know what the heck his intentions were, whatever. Mm-hmm. The next day, they were gone.
Stop. That's how they left?
They were gone. He stole them.
Yeah, that's how
they were just gone. And the reason we know that they were stolen is because obviously we were distraught and crying, this and that. And then
your dad was happy.
Like my dad didn't like animals at the time, you guys. So no, he loves them actually. He does really. He does. No. You haven't seen him with Coco. Uh-huh. Stop.
I love her dad. I love her dad. No hate.
Yeah. So anyways, just like maybe 2-3 days later, we're driving around and we passed by this house that didn't have a yard in the front or whatever. But guess who was playing outside with 3 little puppies? That guy and his kids. And so we were like, oh my God, those are the dogs, da 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 da. And so we went over there, and it was like this huge thing, but we ended up getting them back. And sad ending to this, like 3 days later, the dogs were gone again, and we never found them ever again. But oh my gosh, I know, right? This is so sad. But yes, Cookie always had babies. I don't even know how your parents
and
managed
then also,
to give them away all the time.
We gave him a puppy to Mica Rosa.
Oh, that's right.
Goober. Oh my God.
R.I.P. Goober too, man.
Oh man. So a lot of family members had one of Cookie's babies.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to like be able to like have some of her still, like even though she was away, and be like, oh, I can still see like part of her.
I know.
That was like the only nice thing about it.
Yeah, we had also you guys had a parrot. What was the parrot's name? Yeah, parakeet. Remember? All I remember is they had a parrot, and this little shit would sit on my shoulder. And have you ever had animals like nibble on your ear, or if you have earrings or whatever? Yeah. Well, I didn't realize he was taking my diamonds out. Yeah, I didn't realize that he was taking the diamonds out. So I was like, all right then. Yeah, I don't remember the bird's name though.
Maybe and then Abraham, I know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. And then they also had
Are these the birds that mi tío Bola let go of accidentally?
We shouldn't have animals.
Wait until they hear about Funko.
Oh, your tortoise, right? My tortoise. Oh my God. And we also already said the story of the lizard where we accidentally threw it away. Oh my God. I know. I mean, we love these animals and we treated them very nicely, but that lizard story, that was an accident. Okay. We did not know. But oh my God, that's so funny. I don't know. I now that you're saying about birds being let free accidentally or something, I don't really remember that, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm sure Edva will chime in later on. We'll ask her. Yeah. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. So after that, honestly, Chavo, like I mentioned from Cookie. Yeah. Yeah. So I had Chavo for 18 years. I mean, he was my kid. Like when he was little, I would put him in those little. I know, so cute. So I would put him in those like little baby strollers. Stop, really? Yes, I would put a diaper on him. Cut out a little. He loved it. He'd just be like. I would cut a little hole for his tail, to come out. Obviously, I would have a bottle with milk. and he would literally just lay there and drink the bottle. Every single Halloween, I mean, I don't have to look up pictures, but every single Halloween he would let me dress him up. I dressed him up. One time I was a prison guard.
Really?
And he was a prisoner. I dressed him up as a prisoner.
No way.
Yes, prisoner, and oh my goodness, like people were dying. Oh, they were like, oh my god, and everybody gave me extra candy because obviously he was trick or treating too. You know, I dressed him up as a bat, as a devil. Like he just would let me do whatever the heck I wanted to.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, and he was my baby, like 18 years, you guys. I had to put him down in 2011.
Really?
With my yeah.
That was then?
Yeah. So they actually I had to move into an apartment and I couldn't have animals, and long story, there's a lot of different like things that came up that I wasn't able to keep him.
Yeah.
Or my parents. So Grecia and her family gladly like took him in because they had a backyard and everything. And but he just got too old. He couldn't see anymore. His teeth fell out. And he was in pain. Like I could tell that he just, he was done.
Yeah.
And so my sister went with me to put him down, and it's so crazy. Like, oh, it makes my heart ache because
it's also like bittersweet. It's like, you gave him 18 good years,
No, yeah, no, that part I understand, but what I'm gonna say is that on the way to the vet place, like to put him down, like I feel like he knew.
Yeah.
Like you can see it in his eyes, even though he couldn't see, but he was like, oh my god, like I don't know. I just feel like he knew, and giving him over was the hardest thing.
Of course.
Oh my god, it was, as a pet situation, it was the hardest thing, man. But um yeah, that's probably the longest time that I've had an animal. What about you? Or who did you have after
Cookie?
after Cookie? What was your next pet?
We had Rimo.
Oh, but that wasn't from Cookie, or was it?
No,
right?
No. So that one was actually a gift to Elba, my sister.
Okay.
As a birthday gift.
Aww.
And she had just turned like 10 or something. It was mi tía Licho that gave it to her.
Oh, that's right, because Chato was mi tia's dog. I think it came from the same litter.
Maybe, something like that. Anyway, so,
all right, guys, this is what my page is looking like. I'm doing like a, I don't know, background grass situation. We'll see what evolves.
So one of my aunts gifted my sister a dog. His name was Rimo, and we also had him for 18 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And
that's right.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
They did live a long time. And then within those 18 years, we had bunnies, we had cats, we had,
oh my gosh, so many bunnies,
so many cats. I had a tortoise. I manifested that tortoise, y'all. I did. Believe it or not. Like for maybe like 5-6 months before I got the tortoise, I kept asking my parents, like, oh, can I get a turtle? Can I get a turtle? Can I get a turtle? And they're like, yeah, one day. Mm-hmm. And then at the time, he's retired now, but mi tío Miguel did landscaping.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And so he also did my mom's house at the time. Yes. And our neighbor's house. And so I think I could be wrong, but I think.
Yeah, no, I feel like he did. I feel like I saw him over there once or twice.
And then in one of the moments that like he came over to the house, he like knocked on the door and he had like a bucket, and he asked my mom, and then he's like, oh, do you want a tortuga? Tortuga. And my mom was like, no fucking way. Like, and she's like, Grecia, come here. And she's like, here's your fucking turtle. and
so he just randomly found it?
Yeah. Well, at one of like the apartment complex places, I don't know the actual story, but I just know that he ended up finding it. I was like, I'll take it. And I'm over here. It's like, I know that tortoises are very like territorial.
Yeah.
And so, and so, um, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just leave him in the backyard, which was fine for a
Oh my god, this friggin' tortoise.
which was fine for a while because like he would just like do his thing and then, like, every single day at the same time, like I would have like a little thing of fruit and vegetables and like his little palette of like nutrition and stuff like that.
So cute.
Every day, like I would feed him and he would come and he'd be like there. He would like stomping on his way. It was the cutest thing.
I know.
Oh, I love that tortoise.
You should get another one.
I am going to. And so anyway, so one of the days like he didn't come over, I was like, what the fuck? Like this is weird. And then like a couple of days didn't like he didn't come and I was like, what? So I went and I looked into like the backyard. Nothing. Nothing. And the backyard is clean. Like that you can see everything. There's no cochinero, like it's kept nice.
Yeah, it was I mean, you know, your mom,
Yeah.
like she keeps everything.
Yeah, so it's not
to
like
the
it's
T.
hiding in a
No.
pile of something. No, it was like it's a nice backyard. But there's like no bushes, nothing it could hide into. But anyway, in one of the moments that my uncle like did the neighbor's yard, he found the tortoise in the neighbor's yard.
Oh my
And
gosh.
he saw a little hole that the tortoise like dug. And so my dad was like, well, fuck, like, okay. So he built like a little, like, he patched that place up and he tried to surround the backyard. And then again, he somehow escaped somewhere else and then
he was just running away.
yeah. And so I should have put a little pen or something. I didn't know any better.
Yeah, we were little, but you were younger, you know.
Yeah. And so, in one of the moments that he never came home, I was like, well, shit, like that's it.
That's
and
it.
I never
He
saw him. So I'm wondering if somebody saw the tortoise and just like kept it.
Oh, absolutely. And
Or also we also had like hawks and stuff. So I'm thinking maybe one like captured it.
And you guys ever went to like your neighbors? I'm sure you did, to ask, hey, have you seen a tortoise walking around?
I should have, but
so
it never occurred to me. Anyway, so long story short, I always joke around saying my tortoise ran away.
Yeah, it did.
But I told Michael, is like, when we buy a house, like we're getting a tortoise.
Yeah.
He's like, no, we're not. I'm just like, just wait and see.
Just you'll see. Once I get it, you can't say no anymore.
Exactly. But I do want.
That's so funny.
He's gonna have to suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah. I love turtles and tortoises.
Me too.
But I just can't see myself like having one. They're like so cute and you know, the people that I've seen that have them, they enjoy them really like a lot. But I don't know, I'm more of like a furry kind of.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, it's like, it sounds so silly, but it's like, he's like, I have like a mini, like, dinosaur. That's how I see him.
That's true.
It's like,
that's true.
That's how I've always like felt.
Yeah.
Like I'm holding like a dinosaur.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You are correct.
So
that's so funny. Oh my gosh. I had a snake one time.
Right.
Yeah, when I was with this dude, I guess my first like crush, you know, after Mexico, because I had my first boyfriend in Mexico. But when I came back, he's the first dude that I dated, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had a tarantula.
Oh wow.
And he actually got me a cornflake, so it was so cute. It had
forgot about that.
Yeah. It had red eyes and just beautiful coloring. I love snakes. I would have one, but I just couldn't bear seeing it eat tiny little mice.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I mean, it breaks my heart. And I know that obviously, you know, that's how they have to live and that's what they eat, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You could talk about all about it and I understand, but I just can't. Oh my God, it would break my heart. And so, you know, eventually I broke up with the dude, but he kept the snake, but I wouldn't get another one because, like I said, I just can't feed it, you know? Yeah, so.
Like, I understand it, I respect it, but I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. What were you closing it? You were just letting it stick together.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's very, very cute. I'm gonna put that glitter. I'm just drawing so far I have. I'm doing kind of like a outdoor landscape here.
Everybody's gonna be watching me like, what the fuck is she doing?
Well, you're cutting it up to use it, obviously. But yeah, so I had a snake, and then also I had a little cat. Her name was Gypsy. Yeah, she was so adorable. My God, I loved her so much. She was my first like official like cat, I guess, that I had. I had a lot of other cats. Oh my God. Going back to that same house where we had the little dogs that got stolen. So this little random ass little kitty, great kitty, so cute, comes by the house, and we were like, oh my God. And my dad hated cats. Hated. He's not fond of them, but since I have a cat now, like, he deals with it, and he's like, oh, he'll do like tiny little um, you know, times where he'll accept petting it and stuff like that. But my dad's not fond of cats. So, anyways, we were like, please, can we keep the cat? And he was like, okay, that's fine, but it has to stay outside. We were like, that's okay. So then we're feeding the little kitty, and then feeding it for a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden we don't see it anymore. And, my dad's like, well, whatever, he's an outside cat, so he's probably went to another house to get fed, right? Yeah. So anyways, one day I go out back. We had a shed where we kept my dog Chavo's food in a bucket. And so I go back there, and I see the lid kind of like half off. Yeah. I was like, what the hell? And I go and look inside, and that cat is inside the bucket, laying down. He has his belly like this big, and he's just doing this with his mouth. Like he was eating. He wasn't even standing up or anything, but he was just move his face to the food and grab a chunk of food. And I don't even know how long he was in there. He's never heard that story. Yeah, his belly was like 3 times his size. I was like, oh my God. My God, that is. Yeah. And then obviously from there, my dad's like, I isn't giving him food anymore, blah, 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 Yeah. So yeah, we never saw the cat. I don't even want to know what happened to it or where it went. But yeah. I mean, he wasn't my cat, but we fed it. Yeah. Back to the Gypsy story. She was so cute. She was all black. She had little stockings on all her 4 feet, so white little stockings. Yeah. And then her nose area was also white, and she was so adorable. Just having her, she was so cuddly. She got along with Chavo. They would be in the backyard together, and then she ended up getting pregnant. Oh man. Yeah, and it was crazy because when she was gonna have her litter, like she somehow came and notified me. And yeah, and she would like grab me by the sleeve, she'll pull me, and she pulled me back to where we had this little shed. Yeah. And she had already been making her little area, like where she was gonna have her babies. And we had her little bed there. And my mom and I helped her have her babies. It was the cutest thing ever. It was amazing to watch. And just how she would pucker her little nose whenever she has contractions. Oh my God, you guys. I love her and miss her so much. You know the story that I thought you were gonna say is about your fucking hamster. Oh, my hamsters. Oh my. This girl is not allowed to have any more hamsters. Oh my God, I forgot about them, you guys. I've had like 6 hamsters. No more. You thought my story was funny. Wait until you hear hers. Hear all the stories, damn it. Oh. So my first hamster was actually in that same house where those 3 dogs got. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So I wanted a hamster so badly. Oh my God. I begged my mom, please let me have one. Let me have one. like, I don't know how long I begged her for this damn hamster, but then one day it was my birthday. I don't know how old I turned, but finally, she came with this tiny little box, and she's like, "Aquí está tu hamster." Chingadera. And so, oh my god, I was so ecstatic. And then, right when we pull it out of the box, my sister, she wanted to grab it. Oh, so she goes to she goes to grab it, and the hamster bit her on bit her on her finger, and she goes, "Ah!" And this poor hamster's just like cartoon status, like, wee.
We shouldn't be laughing.
I know we shouldn't, but oh, and and it bit good through her finger, like straight through, and so she flicked it, and this hamster like fly through the air. Thankfully, my uncle, he caught the hamster. So we go to put it in the freaking cage, right? And again, my dad did not allow animals to be in the house. So we had the garage separate, and he had it set up really, like, I have a lot of garage memories because my dad always fixed the garage really good. He put carpet, he had his like little gym corner, he had a TV. Like, we hung out in the garage all the time. It was just like a hangout spot. And they're like, okay, you can keep the little cage in the garage, like just out there, right? And I was like, okay. And my mom, it was already night, and she's like, Mija, no más, no se me vayan a salir pronto en la mañana. Se tienen que esperar hasta que nos despertemos. Basically, hey, you need to wait until everybody's awake. Don't go to the garage by yourself. Like, just wait. Did we listen? No, we didn't. Right? So here, the crack of dawn over here, my sister and I, we go out to the garage. And we wanted to see the hamster. We wanted to play with it, right? So I grabbed the cage and I set it on top of my dad's like workout bench. And the door, it wasn't on the side, it was on the top, and it was hella loose. So I don't know why I had to go back inside, but I was like, Wendy, my sister, hold the cage really, really tight. Because if Chavo jumps up, like trying to see the hamster, he's gonna knock over the cage. She's like, okay, I got it. So I turn around and start walking through the house. As soon as I open the door, I hear, right? And so I look over, and Chavo's chasing the damn hamster, trying to play with it, and he bites a hole through it. Just, oh my god, I screamed bloody murder over here, like, ah. Oh. And so I woke up my parents, and they're all running out, and I'm like, oh, he ate it. I guess it gets in trouble, me. Of course. Then he freaking out this again. Oh my god, it was like a novela. Like, oh my goodness, everything was in slow motion and everything. So that was my first hamster, right?
One of many.
My second hamster, I got another one at that same house. At that same house. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna really take care of this one, right? And it was winter time here. Oh god. And the only reason I remember this is, again, we had to keep the hamster outside, but for some damn reason, so there was like nails sticking out from the outside of the garage, and we would hang the cage there so the hamster would get nice breezy air and stuff like that. Well, guess what? I forgot to put the cage inside. I forgot to put the cage inside the garage. So morning comes, and I'm over here going to check on my hamster. And the poor thing was frozen like this.
I'm sad.
Oh my god, you guys. We should have not had animals when we were little.
No.
Oh, poor hamsters. RIPs.
Seriously.
RIPs. And the other ones that I had, thankfully, they died of natural causes. Oh my god. You guys, we love animals, and we would never
Intentionally
We
hurt
would
them.
never intentionally hurt them, okay? We were
really
kids.
a dog mom.
Yeah, she is. She is. But yeah, I've been after the last hamster, he like I said, he died of natural causes, but I had the little dwarf one, so they typically live between 3 to 5 years ish. And so I already had him for like 4-ish years, and I just started noticing that it didn't want to eat anymore. It didn't want to drink. Like,
it was done.
Yeah, it was just on its last little things. But it just so happened that that day that I went to like pick him up to make sure, are you still okay or what's going on? And he, oh my God, I swear this little hamster just looked at me. Like literally I felt like he connected eyes with me. And he just like took his 2-3 little like deep breaths and he just died in my hand. It was oh God. It was so heartbreaking.
Don't cry. It's okay.
I'll try. I did when it passed away, I did cry.
Of course.
I was like, oh my God, he just died in my hands. It's so sad. But yeah, I love hamsters. They're just so cute.
No more.
No more.
Oh my God, imagine if
I always get the urge.
And they're like the only thing they can hamster.
I'd be like, no, traumatizing. PTSD. It's so crazy because I always get the urge of getting hamsters. Like I'm like, oh, I want a hamster. I think they're so cute. Dino would love it.
Okay, travel number 2.
I know. No. Yeah. What other animals have you had though? What did you have after you said limon? That was Mariana's dog.
Yeah.
I think.
I truly didn't have like my own like animal until probably Nala came around.
Oh no, that was your kitty, right?
My kitty. She did end up passing away. She was found in a pool, unfortunately, because she was an indoor outdoor cat. Watch, somebody's gonna call CPS. Her animal control.
No, that was an accident.
I know, but hearing all these.
I mean, I think Emma's cat too got because you guys live next to the freeway, right?
Yeah.
And she got hit by a car. Like she was just venturing out. You have no control over that. Like,
Yeah. And so somebody well, actually I found her in the pool and I was like, well, fuck. Nobody could say her name around me.
Yeah.
Like I would literally cry.
Yeah.
If I even heard her name.
You crying?
Right?
That's so sad.
It was sad. And then that's sweet. But so she actually passed away when COVID was announced, like the shutdown.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then so March 19th, 2020.
Do you just cut these or are these stickers?
They're stickers.
Oh.
See, look.
But you cut them also.
I cut out like I
Oh, I see.
it.
I see.
Yeah.
So did you like when she passed away, is it something where you were just like looking for her?
Yeah, so normally she comes home every night. Sure, she would have come home like every night.
Yeah.
There was a couple times where she didn't, and I thought, oh, maybe this would be like the one time. And one day like I was like, no, like for 2-3 days actually, I was like,
oh no.
No, it was 2 days. Like on the second day, I found her. So one full day had passed, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck? Like, where is she?"
Yeah.
And then the following day, I just kept looking and looking and looking, and the way that like my parents had put in a pool in the winter time, so it could be ready for like summer, and the way that it's set up, the fence was very close to like the edge of the pool. It was maybe like this distance. Yeah, it's not a very big distance, but the cats aren't used to having a pool in the backyard.
Yeah, of course.
And so in one of the moments that she jumped from the fence to the ground, she fell in the pool, and she never experienced that pool before. She didn't know how to get out, and it was shallow. She couldn't reach the top to like jump out. And I go outside and I'm like calling her like by the fence area, and because she normally comes, and then I turn around and I see her inside the pool, and I lost it.
Oh my gosh. Was your mom there?
My parents were eating lunch or dinner. They were both inside the house.
Wow.
And I I come inside crying my fucking eyes out.
Yeah,
like,
can you
what
imagine?
happened? And I was like, no, I was in the pool. Like barely.
Yeah, you can barely.
Yeah. And my dad was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And so he goes and he gets like the little scooper thing that like you go and clean the pool with. Yeah. And he goes and he like fishes her out essentially. And oh my god, it was like,
oh, that's heartbreaking.
And so we put her around the towel so she can like, but she's frozen. Like it's December, like or it's still December in March. Like it's still, I'm sorry,
it's still cold.
It's still cold in March, and the water was freezing, and so obviously like she's frozen.
Yeah.
And we like wrap her up. There's really nothing we can do, so I take her to this one place where you can get them like cremated. And so I take care of all of that, and Michael comes over, and I call Michael actually because we were already, because he loved that cat too, or the cat loved him too.
Yeah.
And so
cats do like Michael. My cat is in love with Michael.
Yeah.
Anytime goes over.
Yeah. And so I call him, and he was at work, and he had just gotten to work.
Oh no.
And so I call him. I was just like, no, it's dead. And then he's like, do you want me to leave work? Like, I was just like, no, like there's really nothing you can do, but come over like after work. And so he comes in, and I'm like super dramatic, like had all the lights off. And I'm like crying in my room.
It's traumatizing. Are you kidding me? I mean, you find your animal in like your beloved animal.
I know.
And this was kind of like you said, it was your first animal.
Yeah.
Besides
Dunko.
You know, just like, oh my god, no.
Yeah. And so I'm over here like lights off, crying by myself in the fucking corner. And Michael comes over, and he just lays with me, and he's like super sad. And I'm just like, yeah, be sad. Like,
be sad.
I don't want to cry by myself.
Yeah, you need to cry with me.
Yeah. Oh. It's okay. It's all the vacuum. I haven't dropped anything today, y'all.
I know. It's a miracle. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing. It's like having animals is amazing. They are your support system. And, you know, like, it's so crazy how they connect with you.
Yeah.
But it is so, like, heartbreaking when it gets to that moment.
Excuse me.
You have to put them down, or that happens.
Yeah.
You know, accidents like that. Oh my god, that's so.
And then so after, you know, because it was in the middle of COVID when I lost her, or right in the beginning of COVID, and then, I mean, I shared a room with her, so everything reminded me of her. So as soon as like I was like over it, I had nothing to like distract me from the fact that she had passed away. So I started like looking for another animal, and that's when I found Coffee. Between like looking and not looking, I ended up finding him.
That's so.
And nobody knew that I was gonna get him.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Michael and Wendy.
Nobody knows. Oh.
Obviously the people that got him.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody knew. And then I came home with this big ass dog.
Big horse.
Did you drop something?
That was actually just this, so it doesn't count. Yeah, basically a horse. We're gonna have to put up a picture of Mr. Coffee. Yeah, because he's huge.
He's very huge.
That's so crazy. Oh my god, that's so sad. Ugh.
I know.
Yeah, I've had to put 2 dogs down. I mean, we had a pit bull, but it was my sister's dog, Roxy. Roxy too. She was so cute. My brother, he's the bringer of animals. Because people just give him animals all the time, and then he's like, wild. Hey, do you want this? Do you want this dog? Or he'll just leave him with you. Yeah. But I think he knew somebody that would breed pit bulls to like fight them, which is so disgusting. Yeah. But this little puppy girl, she was born with these little two little fingers, so she was kind of like this, like that.
Yeah.
And so they were gonna kill her, and my brother, having the heart he does, was like, never. And so he brought her, and she was only like 3 weeks old. So we actually had to like bottle feed her.
Baby.
I know, she was so cute. And she was the most playful little freaking pit bull in the world. And she lived for 10 years. I had to put her down too. She had some sort of tumor or something like that. And they wanted to, I think they wanted to charge me like 10 grand to try to find out if it was, yeah, she needed like surgery, and they needed to find out if it was cancer. They thought it was. And I was like, okay, you're going to charge me 10 grand. Are you sure she's going to be able to live for another 10 years? And they're like, well, we can't really like say. I was like, okay, well, you know what? She's 10. Let her live. Is she in pain? They're like, no, we don't think she is. She looks fine. And she's wagging her tail at her. I was like, no, like, she's already an old lady. Like, let her live her life however long she has to live.
And if she's not in pain, why not?
Yeah, and she lived for another like 6-7 months after that, and then she started having issues where she started unfortunately like bleeding and things like that, and we had to make the decision to put her down. Sleep, yeah, but she was great. She was so cute.
She was a character.
She was so adorable.
Every time we would come over, like, she would try to chew on my feet.
I know. She had a thing with feet.
Yeah.
She had a thing with feet, but she was so cute. Yeah. What animals are you afraid of? Are you afraid of any animals?
I feel like I am, but I don't know what from the top of my head.
Really?
I mean, maybe a shark.
Okay. Something, I guess, yeah. I'm afraid of sharks too. But something that you're actually going to come in contact with.
A fucking shark if I ever go in the water.
Oh my gosh. Look how cute this basket is coming on.
What?
Isn't that so adorable? I think it is.
Oh my gosh.
There's flowers.
Mine is in the process.
Yours is beautiful. Look at that, you guys. Oh my gosh. That's so adorable. I love it. I'm gonna put some glitter. It is.
I'm not in love with it. I haven't been in love with all the ones except the first one.
Why? They're so cute. This one's definitely. Which one?
I don't know, like that.
This pile?
The pile, yeah.
I will say that this one is going definitely better than
for sure
last month's.
Yes.
I don't know how these fell out, but I'll fix them right now. No, like obviously I'm afraid of sharks. This is why I don't ever go into open water. I think we talked about this already.
Yeah. Oh, you can have this.
Oh, I can. Okay, thanks.
Okay, you're welcome.
And so, like an animal that you might come. Obviously, you're not scared of dogs.
No. Well, that's so weird because I think I was scared of dogs, like big dogs.
I'm scared of big dogs.
And I think that's why I
got a big dog?
Big dog, yeah, because I was like, you know what? Maybe if I understand them, I won't be scared of them.
Yeah, that makes
sense.
Worked.
It worked.
That makes sense.
Because now I see the temperament and I understand like why or how they act, why they act that way and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's like if I see a big ass dog, no matter like how big or how scary it is, I'm like, I respect you. Mm-hmm. I'm still hesitant. Yeah, apprehensive, but I don't have that scary feeling anymore. Mm-hmm. And I think having a big dog really like calms
helped you out.
Yeah.
No, that totally makes sense. Absolutely. Let me throw some eggs first, since it is Easter. Throw some eggs. Yeah, I'm definitely like when I see a big dog, I'm like, okay, well, I see it, it's there. But I feel like okay, if it was a little dog, like a little Chihuahua, yeah, if they attack you, okay, they might like, grab your gene or something like that. But with a big dog, there's really nothing.
There's nothing
you can do. Like you just put your arm out there, they're gonna bite your arm and dig holes into it.
For sure.
So I think that's what kind of goes through my mind. I love coffee. If you have a big dog, you have to have them very well trained. Mm-hmm. Like Coffee, I mean, he doesn't do anything without Grecia telling him, like, if she says sit, like, it's to the T. So,
and I made sure of that because I knew he's gonna be a big dog, and I didn't want people to like be coming over and him just like jumping on
exactly. Yeah. And so, having that you had coffee and seeing how well trained he is, it makes it more like at ease of being around him and stuff. And so, but yeah, still, oof, big dogs sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh.
I know.
But so you don't think you're afraid of, like, I hate, insects are animals, right?
Yeah.
Like I hate insects. Oh my god, they're so disgusting. I hate them. Um, I hate spiders. So actually, I wasn't too afraid of spiders before, um, until I mentioned that one boyfriend that I had that had the tarantula. So one time he would keep it in its cage, but one time he had this. He had this couch in his room, and so I was just sitting there watching TV, whatever. This asshole decided to put the tarantula on my leg when I wasn't looking. And so I started feeling like this like crawly thing on my leg, and I looked down and this huge, it wasn't little, you guys. This thing was humongous and it was crawling up my leg. I freaked out. Like, I didn't jump and everything like that because I know if you can't whack them because all the little hairs, they like numb you. So I was basically just like like freaking out right there. And I think from that point on, I just got this humongous fear of um of spiders. So just anytime I see,
that's where it started.
Yeah, because before I would see them, I'd be like, yeah, whatever, right? But not no more. Now it's like, oh my gosh, like I won't be able to like to go to sleep. One time, it was time to go to sleep, and I saw a black spider like on a corner or whatever. I think I took like 20 minutes trying to kill this thing with a broom. And until it I killed it, I was able to go to sleep. Oh. Yeah. I think that I don't know what other animal I'm scared of. Yeah, I just don't really like insects. Yeah, they're gross.
No, I don't think I'm like truly like terrified. I think for me it's like more ocean things that I'm scared of.
Me too.
And I think that's why I don't go in the water. Like my favorite animal in the world is a dolphin. Yeah. Like I don't know what it is about them, but like I love dolphins, but I know that I will never be able to swim with one.
You wouldn't go swimming with one? Why?
Because I'm so scared of the water and this. It's like they could be, and I can just see that it's just the dolphins. But
but I think when you go, I think they have them in an enclosed.
I understand. I understand, but just the fact that they are an animal from the ocean, like I don't know what it's a psychological thing, obviously, but I'm so terrified of it.
That's so crazy.
And I know that they pick up on nerves. Yeah. And so I like I'm just shaking or anything, but oh my god, like, just knowing that what if they sense my scaredness and they react to it? Yeah. Yeah. And like I don't know. Oh, I would love to get over that fear and be able to swim with them. Yeah. But I know I can't.
You wouldn't try? Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm.
I'll try if I could maybe like pet it, like
just on the outside. Yeah.
Like me on the dock. Yeah. And just like I can just like I want to see what it feels like.
I feel like they would be really rubbery.
Yes. Like, but to actually be in there in the water. No, I wouldn't be able to manage.
Yeah, I don't know how people go and like they touch manta rays and things like that. Oh, I know. I'd freak out. I would totally freak. But yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Actually, now that we're talking about that, I don't really know what animal I'm afraid of. Yeah, just insects bring me so much fear. They just not an actual animal like a dog or cat or whatever. Like I don't feel even like I said, I love snakes, I love lizards. Like my aunt, she's terrified of snakes. Like blood curdling screams scared. Like she can't even see them. That's how terrified she is. Yeah. But For me, no. Like, I don't know.
I don't mind, like, if I can hold a snake, I don't mind that. Like, I don't know, like, I don't mind holding things like that. But it's the water creatures that I'm just like, no, thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Like anytime I've gone to the aquarium too, I'm just like, oh, do I really want to touch this? Like, I don't know. I don't think I like anything slimy too. Like,
Yeah.
Like you said, water animals.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, butterfly. Oh, you're closing it again?
Yeah.
I was gonna add a tree to it, possibly like branching out. I probably could do that. Yeah. So, have you ever had?
Excuse you.
Did you burp?
No.
Oh,
Barked at something.
there we go. Have you ever had like two? You've had. That's the thing. You've had multiple animals. At the same time. I I feel like I've only had one animal at a time, except when I had Gypsy.
Oh yeah.
But besides that, I mean, even now with Dino, I'm sometimes like, oh my god, I feel so bad because he's by himself.
I know.
And I'm like, oh, maybe I should get like another animal or this or that. But honestly, like, no. Having one animal is so
a lot.
It is so much work already. And also, like, I go to Mexico. I try to, but I've been going like every like 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just like, I'm like, oh, and I feel bad that he stays by himself, but then at the same time, I'm like, you know what? He's a cat. Like, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Cats are made to be like lonesome creatures.
Okay, here we go. Let's see how much I drop.
Huh?
Let's see how many I drop.
Start the countdown. Right. Yeah, so I would not. And then right now he's going through something. Unfortunately, he got sick.
Oh,
I had to take him. I know. It was scary. I had to take him to the emergency room, and it was like this whole ordeal. So now he's unfortunately like starting to pee like places that he's not supposed to. Oh, this is so beautiful.
I know. I realize you don't have to cut it.
What do you mean?
Look, they're outlined, so you just see where.
Oh my god, yes.
And then you just
peel it.
Yeah.
Okay. So cute.
Live and learn.
Yeah.
Live and learn.
Does it work?
Yeah. Oh, peel it the other side. Peel it on the other side.
Oh, this side?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, ah. Yay. Yeah, so he started peeing like places, and I'm just like, God, if I had another cat and had to do this, oh, I would go psycho.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, at least for me, I try to keep my place clean. And I don't want people coming to my house and it smells like pee. Like, no,
I hate that.
No, thank you. So yeah, definitely sticking to one animal. I do have fish. I've had fish, or my mom,
Hermione,
have had fish our entire lives.
Yes.
I have a little. I think it's 50. How do you say 50-gallon? Is that
sure.
That's right? I don't know. It's not that big, but I bought 3 goldfish. I named them Ron, Harry, and Hermione. Okay, but Ron and Harry died. That was a year ago, and I still have Hermione. So she was tiny, tiny, and now she's probably like that big.
Mm-hmm.
So I did buy one of those the sucker fish that like clean the tank. His name's Snape. So I swear. So once I rearrange my living room stuff, I really want to get like a big one, probably the size of the table.
Yeah.
I just love having fish. They're so beautiful.
One too, but once I get a bigger
place. Yeah, I don't know where you would put it. I mean, there's spaces to put it, but
it feels already too cluttered.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna feel like you're, I don't know, too much. But that's one thing that I love. Fish are so easy to take care of.
Yeah.
And I will have like all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just love how this basket turned out.
I know, it's so cute. Oh, here, you show somebody.
Yeah, I'm still figuring out. I want to figure out. I was gonna put a tree, but I don't know yet. I'll put another. I'll try some. Oh,
Which ones I like.
let me see. Those are so. I love the little mushrooms. Said I would love the little mushrooms. Look at that. That's adorable.
Should I just do one and then three? Like that. All right. This.
Oh, that's cute. Let me see. Oh yeah, those. I think three.
No, but which three?
Oh,
This one.
Uh-huh.
Right
This one's more vibrant.
Okay.
But yay. Um. Yeah. So yeah, I just love fish. I love how I don't know. It's really cool because you're home, and then if nothing else is going on in the background, you just hear like the little water trickling.
Oh, that's cute.
You know what I mean? So it's just it's very peaceful.
Yes. Yeah.
Very very peaceful, and it's something I grew up with. So I think I just feel like I need to have it.
Yeah.
And so you have coffee. Do you feel like you would ever get another one?
It's so funny. We were actually just having this conversation.
No way.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, part of us, it's like we would love to have coffee, have a buddy, but at the same time, we're very, very realistic about the whole situation.
Yeah.
Puppies are no joke, y'all. Like,
I know.
it's work. It's a lot of work.
And the thing is, you're also always gone.
Yeah.
So like the training situation.
Yes. And the only reason why I like was okay to get coffee when I did was because it was during the pandemic. I didn't work. I had all the time in the world to train him, and it worked to my advantage. Yeah. Oh no, you twisted off. And it worked to our advantage at the time, but if COVID was not a thing, like if it had never happened, I wouldn't have had coffee. Oh, wow. Just because dogs require, or puppies require a lot of work. It's not something that I take lightly. Um, they're a living being that need guidance and
lots of guidance.
and so I'm just like, if, and this is a very big if we do ever get a puppy, like I would take off like a month and a half off of work just so I can train it, so I can potty train it, feed it when it needs to, and then slowly start tapering myself off as it gets older and it can withstand being alone.
Yeah,
but
because they totally get separation anxiety
for
too.
For sure. And we did such a good job with coffee that I know that was the biggest reason, that it was because I had time and I was there 24/7.
Yeah.
But now that I'm back full time at work, there's no way.
Yeah.
And at that point, I'll be like, well, I want to be a stay-at-home dog mom.
Yeah.
Because we have two little beings requiring need and attention.
Yeah. That's okay.
And daycare for pets is fucking expensive.
No thanks.
So no.
That's so crazy. Yeah, no, that would be the best thing to do, and that definitely would be a luxury, being able to stay home just to take care of your dumb animals. But it is something that, I mean, people don't take it seriously, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like, you are leaving this poor animal
to fend
by themselves all day, and it's like, oh my gosh, like, I'm sure they feel the loneliness.
For sure.
Like I said, they get separation anxiety.
Yep.
And I feel like also, like, with Dino, even when I'm gone, going to Mexico and stuff like that, like, I'm just like, oh my god, he's by himself. He's like wondering, did she abandon me?
I know.
Like, I do feel horrible. And yeah, obviously I need a vacation, and it sucks that it's far away and I have to do that. But I do feel bad that it's like, okay, in this time I'm gonna be leaving him.
I know.
I do have people check up in on him and things like that, but it's still not the same.
No.
Every time they come, they have to leave, and he's probably feeling that same feeling, like, oh my god, I'm being
abandoned.
You're done?
I don't know. I want to use this thing somehow.
Mustache. Let me see. Yeah, but what about all of this?
I don't know what to put there. I don't know.
Maybe if you find a color pencil, maybe you can color at least the background a little bit.
The only thing I know how to color is happenings. Sydney, I'm not creative. That's why I like stickers.
No, I meant like this. Like, you know how it's like just coloring the background.
If you ever travel like anywhere overseas, like for example, Australia, would you hold any like kangaroos? No, like the
koalas.
Koalas, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. I am the biggest animal freak. So my mom would always tell me, you should go live at a zoo. And actually, I used to want to work at a zoo. I wanted to be a zoologist. And I wanted to deal with big cats, so like cheetahs, lions, you know, things like that. But it just didn't happen. I don't know why. Don't ask me. But yes, if I ever go anywhere and I have the chance, um, I would absolutely hold, cuddle any type of animal. I'm not scared. One time when I was at my job,
you want any of these for your picnic?
No, I'm good. Thank you. What's it called? I was at work and a tow truck driver showed up to pick up a car, and he had a iguana, literally like this big. It was humongous, and I actually have a picture of it. I'll post it up. But it was the coolest thing ever. They're so I think they're so cute. I would never have one. They stink really bad. But I think, any opportunity that I have to hold an animal or pet an animal, I will absolutely, absolutely take advantage of that. So yes, if I went to Australia, and actually I want to go to the Steve Irwin Australia Zoo, just because, I follow you.
Want a tree?
A tree? Ooh. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna put it in there, but I will.
Okay. It's in this book.
Okay. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to the Australia Zoo, Steve Irwin and his conservation.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and they have the animals just strolling around. And I would think that'd be so cool to experience that. And then that would be amazing. And so, yes. Would you? Are you scared? Would you be scared?
No, I actually want to.
Oh yeah.
I'm down to hold even, and this is gonna sound wild, but even like a baby alligator.
Yeah, same. Remember when we went to Mexico?
Oh, dude, that was wild.
That was so crazy.
Yeah, like I'm down to hold like a baby one with its mouth like enclosed, like
yeah, like tape,
no tape, but like a muzzle. Like I'm down to hold one like that.
Yeah.
I think, what are they called? Like those, like tortoises, iguanas. What?
The snapping turtles?
No, like all of that breed, like the
alligators.
Yes, but what kind are they? Like the
amphibians?
Thank you. Like all of that, those animals, like fascinate me.
Yeah, that's so cool. I know. I love just.
Oh,
what? Oh my god, it's funny. Yeah. Oh, animals are awesome. They are sometimes hard to take care of, but they're so loving. Oh my god, they're so loving. Like, I unfortunately have a lot of nightmares, and I can tell, like, or when I come to, I remember when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, I was having a nightmare, and I remember that Dino was being like so cuddly with me. He'll come up, and I think he's like absorbing that energy or whatever I'm dreaming. Like he's like, I'm here, mama. I'm here for you.
Actually, Coffee woke me up from a nightmare once.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, Coffee doesn't sleep on the bed with us, but he's tall enough where his face can go over the bottom of his jaw just rests on the mattress. And in one of these moments, we were still living in Sacramento. So during the week, I would be by myself, and then on the weekends, like Michael would come up. And so in one of the nights that I was by myself, Coffee was like just laying around because he sleeps in the room, but not on the bed. And I guess I was having a nightmare. and he comes over and he licks my hand.
Aww.
And he's like nudging me, and like, and then I slowly start to wake up, and then he's like licking the shit out of my hand to like wake me up.
Wake you up.
Yeah, and then once he noticed that like I was awake, he was like whining a little bit, and then I was like, okay, coffee. Like I did invite him up on the bed, and he did come up, and he just laid there for like literally 5 minutes. I guess he was sensing that I was getting calm.
Yeah.
And then once he's like, okay, you're fine, he left
like jumped off. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, animals are insane. They're so
Smart.
so smart. And this is all animals. It's not just cats and dogs. Like birds are so smart. I'm not a bird person, but just obviously seeing videos and whatnot, just how they comprehend when you're talking with them, the way that they look at you and things like that. It's incredible. Incredible. And oh, they're so precious.
I know.
So precious.
What's your dream animal? Like if you can have any animal.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's a tough one. Well, I don't know what they're called. Bush babies? I don't know. But they're so cute. They kind of hop around like lemurs, but they're little. Oh yeah. They're little. I don't have room for it. um, they're like tiny little monkeys. They look like tiny little monkeys, and they hop to the side. They have these big old eyes. Oh my god, I would love one of those. I mean, I think I would love to. I wouldn't want to have one, but I do want to have one day where I can pet like a leopard or a cheetah. Oh my god, that would be a dream. I can't even imagine how amazingly soft they feel.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, things like that. Oh,
did you drop something?
I don't know. I felt something, but I don't know what.
No. Like I don't want one, but I would love to hold like a little bat. Or feed it.
I've fed a bat before.
No.
Yes, I love bats. I think they're the cutest little things.
What? I never
little
knew
monsters
that.
ever.
I do not know
Yes,
that.
yes. When I was in school, we went to this place called Camp Campbell, and they actually had bats, and we fed it a little worm. It was so cute.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, oh, I know, I love that. Oh, I would have a fruit bat.
Really?
I would love to have a fruit bat. That would be the coolest thing ever. Oh my gosh. Coolest thing ever. Oh, wow. So I feel like you've had way more many pets, but when you've talked about them, but how many have you had? Like, if you can count them, can you count them?
Oh gosh. Girl, I don't know.
I'm
trying. I'm trying.
A lot. Oh, same. I can't count all of them.
And it's sad, but I've forgotten some of their names because I was also young.
I don't think I ever named any of my hamsters. They were
like, why bother?
No, the first two, yes, they died very fast, but the others, they were with me. Like they lived the lifespan they had to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't remember their name. Oh yes, what am I talking about? One of them, his name was Dinky.
That's right.
Yes, that one. I actually have a video of him. I'll post it up. It's really funny. He's going in his little hamster wheel, and he's going so fast he loses tracking and he starts.
Oh my god.
It's so cute. It's so cute. So yes, I do have that one. I forgot that I had that name. That one, Mr. Dinky.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you guys, animals are great. If you do ever choose to have one or get some for your kids, just things happen. Accidents happen. But yeah, it's important to just realize no matter how tiny they are, that they have feelings, that they get scared, and they want all the love in the world.
Yeah.
All the love in the world.
And I'm gonna piggyback on what you just said. Like, I actually think it's good if you do get your kids a pet. As shitty as it sounds or as sad as it sounds, like it helped us understand death at a very young age. Like, or like helped us understand like things can happen no matter how much you try to prevent things from happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was just a very natural way to understand life.
Yeah, and it also like kind of makes you take more responsibility because when you're a kid, you're just like, oh, I want an animal.
Yeah.
But then you don't realize that if you don't do something the correct way, they die.
Yeah.
They die. So it's just like, oh wait, like this little thing like depends on me.
Exactly.
So, wow, yeah, that's true. I didn't even like now that you say that, you're right. Like I going back on all those times, I realized like, wow, this little thing doesn't have life anymore. Let me try again. Just kidding, man.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's I do feel the same that you should allow your children to experience it, and have them take the responsibility, not just get them the animal because they've been asking for it, and then you're the one that's taking care of them the entire time. Like, show them and hold them responsible, and you know, just teach them, I guess. But yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that is a really good one. We're just finishing up our little thing, and we'll show you guys in just a second how everything.
I mean, no, you can't look at mine.
No. Yours is really cute though.
Thank you.
I do like all the awesome glitter that you. What?
I love glitter. Glitter's my favorite color.
I know glitter is amazing. It makes everything just so much more beautiful, and that's what I'm gonna use right now for it opens up. But yeah, you guys can always go on the comments when we post these videos and share your stories with us. We would love to, read them and see what you guys have gone through. You guys can share your experiences with your animals, and if you've ever had a difficult decision to make, and that's what I think about all the time too. Like, I love my cat Dino, and going through this little scare that we just had last week. It's like, oh, I don't want to think of everything. He's only 4, but eventually it's the time's gonna come where he's gonna be old, and
I know. I think ever since I lost Nala, like now Coffee's 5.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, I only have like 8 more years of you. Like, it sounds so like morbid, but it's like a different like mentality.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe he'll live longer.
No, I know. And that's what I hope. I really truly hope. But when you lose a pet suddenly or unexpectedly, it's like any other pet that you have. It's like
you're just you're waiting for it.
Yeah.
I know. No.
So crazy. Same.
You guys, I'm done with this one. I'm gonna show you right now how it came out. I don't know what's bad, but I think I'm happy with it. Happier than last month. I did not like last month at all. But
I'm just gonna put another E right here. Just be yourself. I'm gonna add it.
Aww. So cute. Alrighty. Wrapping this up.
The other, can you add an E?
Like, write it?
Yeah. Because more talent.
You have talent too, girl.
Not like that.
Maybe like this same color, obviously.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. Sorry, that's sort of like it.
No, that's perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Alright. I don't know what else to add to this. I think I'm done. Maybe I'll add another butterfly. But yeah, and I'm sure we have way more mini stories that I can't think of right now. But those are some of the things that we went through. And I think I will have animals for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Definitely fish. I think I'll get another your pet, but Dino's good for now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. This one's mine, you guys. So I just did like I put some Easter eggs down there and a little basket with our picture and butterflies and birds. Yay!
And then mine.
Yours is so cute. Oh my god.
Messy.
It's okay, it'll dry.
But
look how beautiful.
That's mine.
That's so cute. I love it. Success. I think this time it was success.
I agree.
Yay.
Sweet. Well, anything else after before we
I think that's it. As of right now, I can't think of any more animals or stories that come up, but we love the animals.
Yes.
We love them. We love them.
All right. Well, I think this is it for us.
Yay!
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, you guys.
We'll see you next month.
Yes, please join us. Podcast or YouTube. Go ahead and watch our videos. You guys can comment. We highly ask for you guys to comment and share videos. And I hope you guys enjoyed our conversation today.
Yeah. My name is Grecia.
And I'm Cindy.
And we are Scrap
and Chat. Bye.
Woo.
Woo. Yeah. Ow. I always do that. Oh my gosh.
This was good.
Yes. I loved it. I loved it.
Love.